I would like to welcome you to On About's annual amateur drag show.
I finally have this way to embrace this hyper feminine side of myself.
I wanted to kind of explore gender and stuff, and so I got to do a drag show.
I kind of fell in love with it. It was right. It just kind of felt like the creative thing that I needed to do. My name is Barrett Kyle. My stage name is Bika Charlotte Darwin.
She's a heartbreaker. This is Bika Charlotte Darwin. Make some noise!
Rule number one is that you gotta have fun.
Well, I mean, tucking is definitely not an easy thing to do. For the first one, Marina and the Diamonds, right? How to be a heartbreaker. I decided to do a kind of teacher-ish outfit because Marina has all those rule number 1, rule number 2. I thought it would be really fun to do something with that and kind of play with that. It was my first time performing as a drag queen and as in any drag at all. I wasn't really known as a performer type. I'm quite in my kind of boy persona. I'm very introverted and I'm not really outgoing much in my boy self. So I guess it's kind of why I did drag. It's kind of nice to get out of my shell. It all does kind of go back to the first drag show that I went to, which was a year ago. Salem, Kaylee, she is my roommate. She's a good friend of mine and we've kind of journeyed on this drag together. She was the first one that kind of was like, I want to go to a drag show because she was into drag way before I was.
My name is Kaylee Britton, and my stage name is Salem Massacre. I didn't know that there was a word for bio queens and bio drag, so I was just like, yeah, I'm a drag queen. So bio queen is basically one of the subgenres, I suppose you could say, of drag. And so there's drag queen, which is the base, and then there's bio queens as well, some other subsets. And bio queen is what I am. And so basically I'm a woman who performs as a woman.
I mean, the main definition of drag is female impersonation. But it's kind of I feel like it's an older thought and look at it.
We have our king next, right? Yay, we have our first king of the show coming up.
My name is Angela Brooks, and my drag name is Pearson Hearts. I had what's called a binder, and it compresses your chest so it looks like you don't have a chest. And I borrowed a packer to look like I have a dick. The worst part was, like, you know people in the audience. It's like, are they gonna like make fun of me? Are they gonna like not think I did well and that kind of stuff?
Probably the hardest thing, being vulnerable and going out on stage and putting yourself vulnerable to everybody else's eyes and everything.
These past couple of years, I've been more struggling with, how do I embrace that side? Where I really just want to be, really feminine, as well as me as Kaylee. It was like a dream come true, I finally get to do this thing that I, fell in love with so long ago.
Drag culture is really interesting to me because it lets people kind of break out of traditional gender roles.
It's a different concept than what our society understands to be both, male and female.
There's definitely that pressure when you're younger and you're a woman that if you have interest in femininity, then you need to be feminine, or if you're a tomboy, you need to be a tomboy, and it's like clear cut, that's how it is. There's girly girl and there's tomboy, and that's how it is, and you gotta pick one or the other. You can't do both.
It's really hard for men to be traditionally feminine without being attacked for it or ostracized for it. It's interesting to see them get on stage and perform it and be praised for that, and it's not something you have to be a gay man to be a drag queen. You don't have to be a trans woman.
This is not just a thing sort of for gay men or gay women or anyone beyond or in between, but this is now for people that are straight or pansexual or other sexuality identifying, that this is really a community that embraces everyone.
The drag culture is growing, and it's fun to see the drag culture keep growing and more people come to it and more people appreciate it.
It's great that we have this availability now, that especially we have the drag show on campus and many other opportunities to see someone perform drag, and it's special and it's really nice.